Guys, I see some people are already on. Just give us a second. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Good night, some people.
Josh Lenardowitz is coming.
Coming here?
Yeah, he's coming not this weekend, but next weekend.
To come hang out with you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All the way from Australia?
Yeah.
Is he going to let us film stuff?
That I don't know. I mean, he's doing the Tampa Pro, so he's like a week. He's gonna be a week out when he gets here, but he's staying after the show for a while. We could probably do some cool stuff. I tried to get him to stay to the Olympia, but he wouldn't. I offered.
You probably get tired of him by then.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, but honestly, I
that would be neat. I mean, who's he with? What's the company he's with? Like somebody I never even heard of, right?
Well, it's an Australian company, ATP Sciences or something like that.
Maybe have him reach out to them and have him reach out to me and see if we can like co-produce stuff. I'll give them the content too.
I'm sure it wouldn't be an issue. Me and him did some stuff when I was over in
I remember.
We never even got up.
Where is it?
It wasn't.
Was it on your camera?
No, it was on his. It was like one little pinky dink workout, so it wasn't like a big deal.
All right. Okay, I've shared it everywhere. You shared it everywhere?
I think I have.
Let's see. We don't have too many people here, only 24.
My Facebook.
You put it on the...
That's what I'm looking at. My Facebook's acting weird.
Let's see.
It's on my...
Nope, we're not on here. Oh, wait, wait. No, we're not on. You got to put it on your fan page here.
All right,
hold on, guys. We're almost there.
Here, how come it doesn't give me an option to take and put it on my...
You got to do like this. And, here you go.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Let's see, did you put it on your personal one too?
That I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
My Facebook app must have updated because there's normally like a little icon at the bottom where I can toggle between my...
Oh, going back and
pages.
forth. All right, guys. We're going to start this show off here. In case you're not familiar with what we're doing here, the whole point of this is to be available for you guys, the fans, friends, family of Redcon 1, and don't fall. And
Dallas is breaking chairs.
And Dallas McCarver, yes. Have you broken chairs in the past? You ever saw one broke
Flex
one?
doesn't let me sit in the chairs in his office because I think I broke like 3 of them.
They're not made for 300 plus pounds.
Me and Kyle, when we were in Body Power, me and Kyle went through like 3 chairs in one meal.
Sitting on the chairs.
Yeah,
and
like
breaking them.
we literally, like if you just leaned like the wrong way in them, the bottom would like shatter.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I'm sure he's broken some chairs in his day. Yeah, well. You see him in India? Have you seen what's going on with him in India?
I have not.
He's without him in India right now, and it's like pandemonium wherever he goes. It's like,
sure.
It's like no, it's more than you think. It's literally like the Beatles.
Yeah.
So like it's like Dariel was like he's like Brad Pitt in India. I was like no, Brad Pitt would never get that much attention. Like that's how fucking crazy it is. They went to dinner and there was 1,000 people waiting outside, taking pictures, video cameras, news crew. He's just that big a deal in India.
I've always wanted to go. I've heard that like the fans over there are just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, they love physical culture in general. They're just like super into fitness. It's crazy. You're gonna love it. We're gonna go at some point because India is also.
I guarantee you will get
Yeah,
a question.
we'll go. We're gonna go. If you're thinking about us coming, yes, we'll be there eventually. India is the fastest growing nutritional supplement market in the world.
Fuck, I mean, what is India, like a fifth of the country?
Yeah, it's a billion people. It's a billion
so
people.
It's a sixth of the world.
Yeah, all right there in India. So check this out. When I went to India the last time, first of all, it's interesting because the dudes will go, "Nice body, man," or "Nice body, sir." And it's like I have a video I can show you where I actually had somebody stand behind me and Darielle, and nobody looks at her. Everybody looks at me and tells me, "Nice body, sir." And so they're actually filming people being like, "Nice body." Like I'll walk by and like, "Sir, nice body, good muscles," and it's like. It's like it felt like to me being like what it would be like to be famous.
Yeah,
everybody is like nice body. He's like a big tall white guy.
Kim Kardashian feels like.
Yeah.
When she walks through the streets of America.
Yeah, I mean it was really really interesting. So they really like appreciate that, and it's not a creepy way. They're not like trying to. It's not like a sexualized nice body. It's like they're like giving you like a thumbs up. Good job.
They appreciate it.
They like it. So I went into this. I wanted this carpet. I was looking for a Persian carpet. I ended up getting a really great deal on an antique Persian carpet. But I went to these. I was going from carpet store to carpet store, trying to find one that I could fit to, like, I could smuggle back home because they're not legal to take them. So
really?
No. I had to get a suitcase and pack it all up and try to get it home. I still have it. Really neat. Anyway, so I was in there, and this guy came up to me who owned the carpet store, a wealthy Indian guy, very big. So they're super poor, like crapping in the street Indian people, and then on the other side they have super rich. There's really no in between. There's no like normal people, no middle class. So this guy was one of the super rich guys, and I went into his store, and we were talking for a little while, and he goes, "Do you know who Jay Cutler? You know Jay Cutler?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Fine, yes, I know Jay Cutler." They're like, "Do you know Kai Green?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do you know Philly?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I wanted to ask you about supplements." He's like, "I want to know about the good supplements." And I'm like, "Oh God." I'm like, "All right." I was like, "What do you want to hear about?" And he's like, "About optimum nutrition." And I was like, optimum nutrition. I was like, oh my God, yes, that's good whey protein. I was sure that when it was coming because in India everything's legal. Everything's legal. Yeah, everything's legal. I went with Mark Anthony to one of these pharmacies, and I don't know if I can tell the story right now, but it was a trip. What was available, so it was very interesting to go in, and like people are more interested in what kind of protein you take.
Yeah.
When right down the road they can go get anything you can possibly imagine.
Totally ass backwards.
Totally ass backwards. Here it's literally the other way. But anyway, guys, what we're doing is we're becoming available to you guys to ask product questions.
Talking about drugs.
Yeah, then we'll get a lot of viewers on here. We'll pile them up. But in reality, guys, we're answering really any questions you want, with the exception of the drug questions. But whatever you want, if it's for me, if it's a product question, a business question, or of course it's for Dallas, which could be really anything you want. Actually, Dallas has, we have a really cool new product that is, we just got the box in. I'll show you later. We got the box in for MedPack, which is a Dallas McCarver design product, which will save you a lot of time going and finding.
Get a lot of questions about that.
Yeah, people are freaking out about it. So.
And I've also got another idea.
Oh, okay, good. I have a feeling that the MedPack's going to be super successful.
I think so too.
You want to tell people what is the MedPack in case they're.
So the MedPack is basically over the course of my career, as people know, I've worked with Hani Rambod, I've worked with Matt Jansen, I've worked with Chad Nichols, and I've had access to countless other like great minds, and as well as my own personal intelligence and intuition, and I've basically devised a huge compilation of supplements which I take morning and night, and it's nothing more than a health cocktail. So it's loaded with your omegas, your fish oils, it's got CLAs, things, various things for your liver, heart, kidneys, digestion, pH balance in your body, so it's just overall health.
Yeah. Whole body health.
Yeah, well, when you put your body through as much as we do doing this, you're an idiot if you're not taking your health very seriously, because you're not going to be putting your body through this much longer if you don't.
Right,
so, right. As you know, I take my health very seriously, and also with this cocktail, I've got perfect blood work to back it up. I go get my blood work, every 60 to 90 days. And obviously after the shows, it'll be a little, but like it bounces back. And I stay really healthy, I would say 90% of the year. And a large portion of that is due to this cocktail that, myself and Matt have created. And so then I've taken this cocktail and we've put it into our supplement MRE. And MedPack. Sorry, MedPack, and the MedPack is going to be basically at first it was going to be an actual pack, but now we've made it. How many pills is a serving?
So it's 2-pack, like an animal pack, 2 packs per day, and it's 10 tablets per little. It's actually 5 container, and you take 2 a day, so it ends up being 10 tablets. It's going to be awesome because it's going to have the Redcon 1 stamp in each one of the tablets, so you're taking the right stuff. And I was very excited that we could fit it in 10 because it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's actually impressive because I want to say for me, of course, obviously a lot of what I take is each product. You know, you might only be taking a few 100 milligrams, but they're individually capsulated. Right. So you're going to have a lot of fillers and shit in there. Which actually you're going to avoid the fillers with this, which is even better.
Right.
And it's their tablets, right? Or their capsules.
Tablets.
So they're tablets, so you're not going to have the gelatin capsules. There's benefits to that as well with digestion. So anyway, you know, for me in the morning, like I think I take...
You take a big handful.
I don't know, man. It's a bunch of pills, yeah. So to be able to take 5 is going to be cool.
Yeah, so we literally took Dallas's suggestion. The truth of the matter is I'll be honest, I didn't think we were going to be able to do it based on the price point, because in supplements you have to at least consider profit margins, and you know we try to not really take in mind the cost of the supplement, but you kind of have to, because we have to make it make sense for retailers, for websites, and also for you guys consumer wise. We can't make it too expensive.
Right.
So basically what we were able to do is surprisingly take Dallas's formula to the T. Exactly, without cutting anything off, with exception of one thing. Tudka is something he takes for liver health that I actually really like a lot, but it would have doubled the price of the whole thing, and I don't think that people...
you guys can just buy your own bottle of that.
Yeah, I don't think it's important enough.
In the long run, you're going to save money by just buying that separately.
Right, so it just didn't make sense to sell a product. I didn't want to make a whole healthcare product that cost the consumer $100. Not that it wouldn't be worth it, because you still save money, but I know that most people are dealing with a budget. So if the goal for us is to keep it under $70 for the consumer, and then for a retailer, for them to still be able to make great margin on it and buy the product at a reasonable price.
I feel like if it's too expensive, you have people that they're going to feel like they're forced to choose between a performance product and a health product.
Right. You don't want that.
We don't want to put somebody in that situation.
We're actually going to break it down. I have it done where we're going to actually take all of the products that you take, the bottles, and add it up to add up a 30-day supply. If you actually took the Dallas stack without buying it through the med pack, and people are going to be impressed how much they save.
We can go on my Amazon account and tell you exactly how much it's going to cost.
I mean, I don't know what you spend total, but it's got to be around $160 a month, $170 a month.
Probably more. More because
with the Tudka, you probably put it in the 200s.
Yeah, I'd say probably $200 a month.
Yeah. So if we can get it to the consumer for in the 60s or 60 or somewhere around there, I think that would be a great deal for everybody. You save great money, and you really take care of your
and
health.
I know people are sitting there and they're like, well, how can you spend $200 but it's going to cost me $60? How's that legit? Well, you got to think about it in terms of everything I'm taking is an individual product, which means individual packaging, individual manufacturing, individual capsulating.
You're taking over a dozen products.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And so, you can't make, I don't care if you're bottling vitamin C, which isn't that expensive, you still have to have a price margin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you combine all these things and only have to manufacture one product, you cut down the price significantly.
Yeah, and expect, without going any further, because we could just keep talking about it, because the ingredients, people will be really impressed with what it's going to do for you. The truth is, we're going to detail this in great detail, and Dallas is going to do videos about it. And I'm actually excited about it, because we always make products that make you perform better, but I've never really focused on making a product that makes you, I think you turned it the exact wrong way. I think we've never made a product that actually helps people live longer or live a better life. So I'm excited about that. All right, let me open it up to questions, guys. We took our time. Let's. So I'm going to pull up. Oh my gosh, so many questions already. So we're going to go through the questions, guys, and we'll take whatever questions you got. We have to end this a little shorter than normal today, so getting your questions quick, because Dallas has to go train with Flex, and he cannot be late for that. He'll lock the door and keep you out.
He's got a 6th Olympia to win? Sixth?
Sixth.
How many? I don't fucking know.
Sixth. Definitely don't give him too little. If you say 5, he'll be mad about that. But 6.
Yeah,
he's looking.
That's crazy, right?
Crazy.
6 Olympians?
He could keep going forever. He told me the other day, he's like, I don't know how much longer. I'm like, dude, you're going to keep doing this indefinitely.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks better now than he's ever looked.
Okay, let me put it this way to you. There's nobody that's going to beat him anytime soon, because all the top people are 212 pounds at their height. So unless you're going to magically take tissue from
move it around
here and put it let's be honest. What does Flex have that most of those guys don't have is legs, right?
Crazy sweep.
Legs, you know. And I mean, Askanani is
that guy,
a great bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But unless he's going to take 10 pounds off his back and put it on his quads, I don't know how he's ever going to. Yeah. You can't improve. No. You can't add tissue in certain areas.
It's a weird spot
when you have a weight cap.
Yeah, it's a weird spot to begin. Weird spot for him too, because as a bodybuilder, the point is to build the muscle. So he's at a weird place too. He's been at a weird place for a while, where it's like, how do you get better if you can't add any more tissue?
With him, I think
it's like fine tuning.
I see it every year. Is it's the quality of the tissue. Like, by the time it's all said and done, like last year in Korea, like those pictures.
Oh, he's crazy.
You've never seen anybody that developed, like that fine tuned and etched in head to toe. Yeah. Like, if you take I'm not talking about putting Flex next to a guy that's 6 feet tall, because obviously there's going to be a height difference and just sheer mass difference. But if you take Flex and just look at him by himself in a picture, he's one of the best to ever do it, because he's so refined.
He's missing nothing. No. Literally nothing. There's no part where you're like, oh, he could be this or the other thing. Every part of him is good. It fits together, flows. So I mean, I think he can keep doing it forever, because he literally takes months off everything. Where he's like, doesn't go to the gym, doesn't eat, doesn't do any of the things that usually takes to be a bodybuilder.
Break.
Yeah, and then when he comes back, gets back going, it's not like he's going 100% until he's around 16, 18 weeks out of Olympia. Then he kicks it into high gear, starts doing everything, slowly builds, and then look, he's like practically ready, and he's still 3 months out, 2 months out now.
Yeah,
I mean,
and he's ready.
And he's ready.
I'm telling you right now, like he's a water pill away from ready.
Yeah,
like,
crazy, right? Anyway,
he's a freak. I hate him for it.
How do you think he would do? This is one of the things everybody, of course, talks about, right?
Him versus Phil.
In the open in general, if he didn't have a weight cut,
if he didn't have a weight class,
he could do whatever. If he
top three,
I think he'd be
top three his first year. Oh. Probably win in another. I mean, it just really depends on how much.
He's never let himself really build. He's never.
It really just depends on how much mass he can put on his frame, how much he would feel comfortable putting on his frame. I mean, him and William are basically the same height, right?
Yeah.
And I think his structure is a lot better, personally.
Yeah.
So, you see Williams in the top 5.
Sure.
So
I think people don't realize that Flex doesn't do any of the things that he could potentially do to go further. Like his offseason, he limits food. His offseason, he limits training.
Every pound of muscle he gains is a pound he has to lose.
So that's really the factor that nobody considers. It's a wild card, because what happens if Flex ups his training, ups his supplementation, ups his food the whole offseason? Nobody really knows. Who knows what would happen?
I mean, I don't even think he knows, because he's
nobody's ever done it. He's never done it.
I mean, I'm telling you, like, I've seen the guy at like 235, and he's fucking ready, And it's 235 like after chilling in his off season, and he's still fucking ready.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be as good as he wants to be.
There you have it. All right.
I don't want him to go to the Open.
No, I would assume you wouldn't. Do you guys have a creatine supplement? Also, can you explain Fade Out? Yes, we have a creatine supplement. Tango. I'm very excited about it. People really, really like Tango. I know. I was thinking about that. Oh, I got one. There it is. Tango. Tango is a full recovery product. So it has 7 grams of creatine, the 3 types that I like the best, which is Magna Power, creatine HCl, and then the old school creatine monohydrate, which you really can't beat. That's really the number one. But that is a full recovery product, and it's something that people, I recommend. One of the things I would do is take it with pre-workout. Right when you're going to take your Total War Big Noise, throw that in there too, and get it all taken care of in one.
Yeah, I've been doing a scoop, I've been doing a half a scoop with my pre-workout and a half scoop with my post-workout.
Yeah.
Just because I just split it. I don't know why. I mean, I guess just less on my stomach pre-training, to be honest.
Makes sense.
You could do a scoop before and after, but that, like, if you read the label, there's a lot of creatine in one scoop. So
yeah, there's a lot. 7 grams is a lot.
Yeah.
Fade Out. You take Fade Out regularly, right?
Yeah, and a lot
Still,
of people,
or not as much now that you're not prepping.
No, I mean it's my go-to. Like, my favorite thing about Fade Out is I think people think it's like taking a Valium or something. It's just gonna knock you out cold. But like, what I like about Fade Out is I'll take and mix it up in a shaker, and it tastes good. And I'll mix it up, like maybe mix a little Fade Out in a little breach, and I'll just sip on it while I'm watching TV at night.
Yeah.
And then, like, once it hits you, like, it's just a relaxing thing to me.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel relaxed and kind of calm. And, most of the time I'll pass out in my recliner and then I'll walk upstairs to bed once I wake up.
Do you snore bad when you sleep face up like that?
In my recliner, yeah.
I would be
I don't
terrible.
ever snore in the bed because I sleep on my stomach.
Yeah.
But when I sleep in the recliner, I saw logs.
Yeah, I would assume. Me too.
But it's so comfortable.
Fade Out is actually a product that I take the most regularly. Well, no, that's not true. But I do take it very regularly, and it's for me. I wake up a lot to piss in the middle of the night, and when I take Fade Out, the biggest advantage, the big thing that I like the most, is that sometimes I don't piss at all, and when I do, it's only once, so I get better quality sleep. I sleep deeper and feel more well rested.
Better be careful, you might piss the bed.
Yeah, I've never done that, but I do have a friend who pissed the bed. I pissed the bed for the first time since I was a kid.
I didn't wake up to pee, but I'm not saying I didn't pee.
Got mental trigger. Got the mental trigger. How much does Dallas take? Does he ever take it before working out?
Yes, I take it before working out. I actually took it this morning before cardio. That's why I'm in a good mood right now. I like 2 or 3 caps. It depends if 2 is a good amount, especially for cardio. But if you really want to get woke up with it, 3 before the workout. Don't take it with your Total War though. That's too much caffeine.
Yeah.
You could. I would advise taking it with I have it and the Big Noise is a good combo. I know Joe loves that combo.
Yeah,
Joe
he loves it
like every day.
So. Yeah, that's his pre-workout combo. Josh Marquette says, Dallas, what was your biggest hurdle when you first started bodybuilding?
Stopping partying.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're a young guy.
I was 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
Wanted to go drink beer with my friends and, do guy things. And, yeah, that was the hardest part. And then also I think as it went on, it was just, learning that my life was different because of my goals, And it's a tough pill to swallow sometimes because you might want to do this or do that, or you might want to be here or be there, but you got goals and you got to learn to sacrifice things. But looking back, every sacrifice I made was clearly worth it. So.
Yeah, 100%. You wouldn't be where you are today if you continued doing that lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was never like a wild partier, but I mean, I would go out on the weekends with my friends and stuff, and college, like we drink on the weekend.
All that stuff holds you back.
College stuff, yeah. And I'm not saying honestly, I think a big part of me personally that made me successful in this was I started, I don't want to say it, it's probably not even good to say, but I started doing things that I shouldn't have done at a very young age. I was bouncing in bars when I was like 17, 18 years old. And, so I lived that life for a few years and realized that it wasn't the life I wanted into my 20s. Yeah. So then by the time I was even old enough to drink, I was like, okay, well, let's find something to constructively work towards instead of just, because the first thing I noticed is when you go to bars, in your hometown, if I were to go to the bar in my hometown this coming weekend, I would see probably the same people there that had been doing the same thing and drinking, and working the same. And don't get me wrong, I freaking love those people. They're my best friends in the whole world and some of the best people I know. But that wasn't the life I wanted.
Right. So. Yeah. That makes sense to me. This is a nice comment, even though this isn't a question. Angelique Marie says, my boyfriend at work, so I get to watch you guys again. And we made made our 280 round trip to Big Rapids to get your products from one of the stores we found in Michigan. He loves your stuff. That's awesome.
280 miles?
I'm assuming that's what she meant. 280-mile round trip to Big Rapids. I got news for you, Angelique. You can order it, and you don't even have to leave your house on redconolin.com. But thank you so much. That's really cool.
That's really cool.
Whoever that retailer is, they must be thanking you guys for supporting them.
They should be very thankful.
More
we do have free shipping often, so
there's deals all the time. Better way to lose body fat, to burn body fat, weights or cardio, Dallas?
Well, this is going to blow your mind, but weights are cardio.
Yeah, they are
cardio. Is defined as anything that elevates the heart rate and keeps it elevated above a resting state.
Right.
That's cardiovascular exercise or activity. So weight training raises your rate and keeps it above its natural resting state, just as cardio does if you're weight training properly and you're not, it's half-assing and jerking off between sets. So that, to answer your question, yes, you will burn fat when weight training and you will burn fat when cardio. when doing cardio, and both are cardiovascular. I know what you mean by cardio, but both are forms of cardiovascular exercise. So you really can't go wrong. Obviously both would be beneficial.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see.
But I will say, to add to that real quick, I will say in the long run, the more tissue you add through weight training, the more your basal metabolic rate will increase due to feeding the new tissue. So I guess in the long run, you would burn more fat maybe if you added more muscle tissue.
Yeah.
But obviously, cardio.
If it's one or the other, you would rather do weights, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm just skipping a few questions, guys. I apologize because we're a little limited on time, and there's so many questions right now. Don wants to know, Dallas, are there any plans of joining Team Yoda now that you're sharing some sessions with Flex?
No. Nothing. I mean,
not that you wouldn't.
Not that it's a bad that sounds. I mean, I don't have nothing against it. But I'm just. There's one thing. I think if there's one thing I learned from the whole experience with Chad is, first off, Chad was a genius and a great coach. But, the one thing that got to me, I think, was I felt like if I screwed up, it was because I screwed up because, Chad coach Ronnie, Chad coach Flex Wheeler. It puts a lot of pressure on you as an athlete because if anything goes wrong, people look straight to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Versus, it couldn't possibly be him.
And not that there was anything that went wrong. I thought it was a successful prep. I thought, obviously we would have wanted to win in Columbus, but we didn't. But, for our first prep together, everything went really well.
Yeah.
But I just found that the pressure that was put on me by working with somebody like that was, for me, I'm a bit of a head case anyway. So I just didn't like it. Whereas with Matt, it's like we've always just kind of been a team. And, we kind of share the weight together. And it's just a different mentality. And also, I just enjoyed, training with my friend and doing that. So
actually, we're going to go back, but this is Gian Daniel. I just asked about something specific to that. Did you drop Chad, and are you back working with Matt? So you just explained.
Yeah, it's not that I dropped Chad. It's just that I felt like in life, and there was nothing wrong with the coaching.
You kind of agreed to go separate ways. Yeah. It wasn't really dropping. Nobody was dropping anybody.
No, absolutely not. And me and Chad still text from time
Hell,
to
you're going to see him.
Going to hang out with him in the show, yeah.
So
I think the world of Chad and Kim. I really do.
Yeah.
Some of the best people I know.
Absolutely. Let's see.
And let me tell you something. Kim's a hell of a opposing coach. She should really make money being a opposing coach. She can tell you what to focus on and how to pose better than anybody I've ever met.
Tell you what, those guys are not focused on making money in general. They just they do what they like to do. They're happy with what they have. They just something to be said for that. But there's a lot of stuff that they could be doing to make more money, and they really just do what they don't focus on that.
I think for them, the way they've seen the industry, just talking to them, and I could be wrong, I don't want to speak for them, but I think for them, the way they've seen the industry evolve and the social media and the jackasses that are out there now, I think they become very easily frustrated with the industry nowadays, and it's just not what it used to be to them. So it's kind of taken maybe, if you will, the joy and the, what they enjoyed out of it due to the way the industry's changed.
Elena wants to know blood work, how often and what's most important to get?
I do mine every 60 to 90 days, and I get a full panel. Hormones, thyroids, everything, liver, kidney, anything they can. Anything they can read. Inflammation markers, anything they can read on blood work. I want to see it.
Better to know more than little, definitely. And blood work's not that expensive anymore, so you can even order your own blood work, and you can do a panel for everything for a few $100.
Yeah.
All right. Dallas, everybody's saying hi to you. A lot of nice comments.
Guys, I really appreciate you all tuning in. It's crazy how this thing's getting to kind of take off.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's doing it regularly is a big thing, so that people can expect to do it. That we're going to do it. Can you use emery on your paleo diet? I don't see why not, Richard, because there's no processed food. I don't think it's got chicken, fish, salmon, eggs, and beef. I think that's all okay, and then it's vegetables.
So. Does it being dehydrated fuck up there?
I don't think so. I think it should be fine.
I honestly don't know what paleo even means, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it means no processed foods or anything. I don't know.
Diet, like the
kind of. Yeah, there's no like in a paleo diet. I don't think you can do like bread and stuff like that, and grains. So I think you're good, but I'm not sure. You should check into that the label really hard. How many carbs should be used post workout if you're around 275 pounds?
Or are you 275 pounds of fat or shredded?
Let's assume he's in the middle.
That's a very difficult question to answer. I don't know what the rest of your diet's like throughout the day. I don't know what your body composition is. I don't know if you're trying to gain weight, lose weight. I don't know. I mean, I can't answer that question, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's not enough details. Matt, give us some more details about yourself.
I'd love to help you, but
This guy looks like a Russian stuff. He says, I can't read his name. When I train chest, I feel my front delts working more than my chest. My shoulders take over and get pumped instead of my chest. My arms and shoulders grow faster than my chest. What should I do?
The first thing you should do is pay closer attention to your form and more things. Do lighter weight. And I would dare to say that you're letting your shoulders roll forward on every chest exercise if that's what's happening, thus transferring the load to your arms and shoulders. So one of the first things you can do is learn to pin your scapula back and tuck all that down in order to, obviously put your chest in a working mechanical advantage. There's actually several videos with me and Joe going over that. So check those out. Yeah. Check out some of me and Joe's chest training videos.
That's a good tip. Let's see. Mohammed, I'm gonna read this just because you asked me to please read it. He says you are his favorite competitor. He's hoping you're gonna be at the Olympia. He will be there, won't be competing. You're the champ, and you're gonna be the champ. Greetings from Egypt, and I hope you can read my message, Mr. Aaron. So I did it.
Oh, well, thank you.
You got fans in Egypt.
Thank you, Mohammed. Assalamu alaikum.
Yep, there you go. Are you coming out with any liver support? Yes. That is the MedPack product that we've been talking about. I'm very excited about it. I also asked, how much will the MedPack product be? I'm going to tell you guys that it's going to be in the $60 range. I can't tell you if it's going to be $60 exactly or if it's going to be $69, but I promise it'll have a 6 in front of the number. That's all I can tell you right now.
Might be 600. Also, while we got guys on here, I would like to know, you know what, we'll do a separate video for that. Never mind. I was going to pitch a new product, but we'll do a separate video for that.
All right, separate video. What do you take to increase the pump, Dallas?
Big Noise, Total War, food.
Oh, there you go. All of those are made from Red Cow One except for the food.
Use them already.
Here's an interesting one. Have you ever, Dallas, this is from Logan Tackett. Mm-hmm. Dallas, have you ever heard of eating Rice Krispie Treats or organic Pop-Tarts post-workout with your shake?
First off, organic Pop-Tarts taste like shit. So I would never do that. I've tried them. Me and Matt one time, I forget what show we were doing.
What is organic Pop-Tarts?
It's just a fucking Pop-Tart from Whole Foods. You know
really?
Whole Foods people are hippies. Anyways.
If you're going to do a Pop-Tart, may as well do a fucking
Pop-Tart, right? So me and Matt were at this show. I forget what show it was, and we wanted to have a little Pop-Tarts in the load. And we went to Whole Foods, and they had the organic ones, and we got them. And I'll never forget, I took one bite of it, and I was like, bro, I would rather eat rice and chicken. This is terrible. But yes, I used to eat Rice Krispie Treats post-workout all the time. I mean, there was probably that whole off season before Chicago, Rice Krispie Treats and a whey shake.
Because it's just a simple carb.
Yeah.
It tastes good. Why not?
I mean, they're made out of puffed rice and sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, no reason not to. Yeah. So that can work. A lot of people do use something like that. I've seen that back in the day. I remember Nasser, for his simple carbs, would do all these. What did he do? Like a kiwi. So he'd bring this fucking huge container of kiwi post workout and just gobble down 3 pounds of kiwi.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
And he liked kiwi. Yeah, he liked kiwi. But it's the same principle. This is the same thing essentially.
Here recently, I just went to separating, not trying to do the Rice Krispies sound good. I might eat them today now, but recently I've been doing the cluster bomb post workout, and then I go to a whole meal after that. Just get something fast, and then an hour later have a meal.
Right. All right.
We're gonna eat so many Rice Krispies. To get
you get tired of it.
150 grams of carbs.
It's a lot of Rice Krispies.
Sucks.
That's one of those big, huge Rice Krispie things. All right, so we're gonna hit a few of these quick. Let's knock out a few because there's some better questions at the top, and we're running low on time.
All right.
Somal products. We're taking Somal and Halo. How much do you think you should increase your protein when you're taking products that will help with how you utilize the protein?
Again, it's a very difficult question to answer only because I don't know how much protein you're eating.
Sure.
So I would advise roughly 1.5 grams per body weight. Body weight.
I think that's a good. Kushnik Para from Calcutta wants to know about avoiding joint injuries. What would you do to avoid joint problems? Because you really have some. You're pretty healthy in that.
Yeah,
regard.
knock on wood. I don't have a lot of joint problems, but it's all about putting your body through, like whatever you're trying to train. I find that if I put the muscle in a place to work properly and not putting the tension on the joints, that's where it is. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing a movement and I feel it in the joints, obviously I'm either doing something wrong or the movement doesn't fit me.
Right. So don't try to put a round or a square peg in a round hole. If it don't feel right, do something else.
Yeah. We're not all the same, man. Like just because somebody does this one machine and they have a great back, and you want to do this one machine for back, but if the machine hurts your elbows or your wrist, it's not worth it.
So it brings up a good. So
you're not doing it right.
We're putting up content all the time. And we have the new Joe series about hacks for training. So he's doing each body part. And yesterday we released on the website. It's not on YouTube yet. It will be today probably. The bicep training, and he brought up a good point that I never really thought of. If like barbell curls. Some people just are not meant to do barbell curls.
No.
So if your hands at a relaxed position are putting in, if they're pointing inwards, you should not do barbell curls.
Yeah.
So if I do like this, you can see it looks unnatural for me.
Well, all the tension by rotating that, all the tension
it's all right
transfers
there, right
here. Yeah.
So no wonder it hurts my elbows when I do barbell.
Got tendonitis and elbow problems.
No wonder. Well, I'm doing an exercise that's biomechanically incorrect for me. And barbell curls are known for what they put on mass. So everybody wants to do a barbell curl, and it just may not be right for you.
That pipe right there. I see, like I can see the replay in the.
Oh yeah. Pretty.
All that running's making your biceps huge.
Yeah. Does Reagan Grimes have any chance in the Olympia this year?
First off, that's a mean question. I mean, Reagan's a great guy and a freaking great bodybuilder. He's also very, very young. What is
21 or 22?
21 or 22.
Yeah.
I mean. Does he have a chance of winning it? No. But I'm pretty sure Reagan knows that. Yeah. Like
you're not going to break his heart here.
Yeah, now. I don't think he's like going to cry. The guy's a phenomenal bodybuilder and got an incredible physique.
Really nice guy too. And very respectful, very nice guy.
Like okay, first off, mark my words. In 5 to 10 years, yes, he has a legit chance. Does he have a chance this year? No, but I mean, fuck, neither do I.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you're not competing, so.
Well, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so humble of you, but you're
the first year I did the Olympia, like, did I have a legitimate? No, you go into it knowing you're just there to have a hell of a time and enjoy it.
Right, of course.
He'll be in shape and he'll have phenomenal structure and shape. He's not going to be the biggest guy there. He's not going to have the muscle maturity some of the other guys have. But he won't be a slouch by any means. He will look good.
No, exactly. I totally agree with that.
He's a freaking nice guy.
Yes, he sure is. We already talked about Justin Compton. People want to hear about that. I mean, we talked about basically Dallas said don't count the guy out. You know, he's another good guy, and people take a break all the time. Just because you take a break, everybody wants to say he's done. Now,
it's funny, man. Like 10 years ago, people took a year off of bodybuilding, and nobody even knew.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you know what Kevin used to look like? Kevin LeBron used to look like
a normal guy. A normal guy.
Yeah, like he would shrink down. If we would have had social media then,
people would be like, "Whoa, he's dying!
He's done. He's got AIDS." Like you people just want to see somebody die. Get over it. Like we're not all gonna die tomorrow.
Exactly.
You know, we could, but we're not.
Right.
Like, so yeah, Justin wants to bodybuild. Justin can bodybuild as good as anybody on the fucking planet.
Do you think Hayden Lovett Lindsay? That's a lot of names. Hayden Lovett Lindsay wants to know: do you think athletes should have to pass a minimum hydration test to get on stage?
Wow, that's a good question. And I've never thought about that, but honestly. Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, if it's standard, but here's the issue, right, is you have to take the test and then you have to get on stage. So what happens between when you take the test and when you get on stage? So say we do the test 12 hours before. I honestly think what you would end up is people hurting themselves even more because they try to pass the test
and then
try to do, what they got to do. So I would say, while yes, it's a good idea, I don't think it's
not practical.
It's not practical, nor would I think it would solve anything. I think it would actually make the problem worse with the health issue.
Shout out to Nathan Shura. I think you would say Shura. He helped. Look, you probably recognize him. Helped at Body Power.
Yep.
Great guy. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday,
Yeah,
bro.
I signed a card for him.
Tier operator.
I signed his name wrong. I had to send him a new one. Sorry, Nathan. Love you, bro. Happy birthday.
Anthony Tenuta. Shout out to my buddy Anthony who's tuned in. Great guy. Very good bodybuilder. Humongous dude. Let's see. Is Wolf going to be your biggest threat for the Arnold Classic 2018?
I don't know. I don't know who else is doing the Arnold Classic 2018.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We don't know anybody. We don't even know he's doing it for sure. Do we? I mean, do we know for sure he's doing it? I don't know.
Wolf or me?
Well, you are definitely doing it.
No,
Wolf.
I mean, I think that's what he said.
Did he say? Okay.
That's what he said on his Instagram.
I haven't been keeping up with old Dennis Wolf.
Again, you know, guys, the guy got sick. He had surgery. Shit happens. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but a few years ago, Dennis had hernia surgery, and he shrunk down then, too.
Yeah, he did. You're
you
right.
know, and he came back and got top 5 at the Olympia, as always.
Yep. I think it's going to be actually really good for you, for Dennis Wolf to compete at the Arnold. I think it'll be a really favorable comparison. You up there, if you guys are the two guys up there first and second, I think that paints a really good picture, in my opinion, for you.
Dennis has been a role model of mine since the day I started this. He was the first pro bodybuilder I ever met. Pro bodybuilder.
I seen the picture. You're all
picture with all
starstruck.
That. Yeah, man. I mean, so it's an honor. Like, really, it's an honor.
Yeah.
And he's a nice.
Yeah, actually a very nice guy.
And his wife's a sweet lady as well.
Yeah. Tristan Breen wants to know, have you ever considered doing a powerlifting meet?
Yes. I actually talked to Matt on the phone about this the other day, and I haven't run this by Aaron yet, but I could publicly run it by Aaron. As I was actually looking for local powerlifting meets that I could go enter maybe in the next month or so, just to do it. Not like I wouldn't like try to hurt myself, but I've honestly considered doing it. Yeah.
I'd be all for it. I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself, but I mean, if you felt good,
it's one of those things where it's like I mean, the weights I lift in the gym on a daily basis, like, okay, so I go in there and do a 550 bench, which I could pretty much easily do, or 500 pound bench, 700 pound squat, and an 800 pound deadlift. Those are all numbers that I could easily do. That's still a cool total. So
yeah, so that ends up being 800. You said,
mm-hmm.
So 1300 with the bench, and then 3. So it's over 2,000 pounds.
Yeah,
so over 2,000 pounds is extremely good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's up there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no little bridge, but it's like.
Yeah, well, that will be very interesting.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah,
it's definitely up in the air.
I wouldn't want you to do anything where you're like, "Am I going to be able to do it or not?" I think it's smart to do like stuff that you knew you could.
Yeah,
that you've done before. You could do it again.
Exactly.
I guess the scary part would be if you're like, let's see if I could do 900, or let's see if I can squat. You know what I mean? Like, I think I could do it. Let's see what happens. That kind of thing. Let's see.
I wouldn't do anything I've never done before. Put it this way.
Right. Would you recommend a cheat meal after 2 months of strict dieting for getting ready for a contest diet?
I don't know.
I mean, you do believe in cheat meals.
I mean, why not?
You don't know his situation, so it's hard to tell. He's looking for your permission. He's like, I'm dieting really hard.
I know you're dieting really hard, bro, but I don't know. Like, I mean, if you're not in shape, then no. If you're in shape, I guess.
Yeah. But you do cheat meals. You're good with cheat meals.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why not? Like, me, it's like, when I get flat, you can only eat so many calories in clean food. And it would take me a week worth of eating clean food every meal, high amounts to fill back out, whereas I could do a refeed day and bounce back.
Bo Lane wants to know, should a rest day be mandatory, or do you only rest when you're like, you can tell your body is worn out? So do you schedule it, or are you like, okay, today I'm fucked up?
Honestly, I would advise scheduling it, because I've learned that if you wait until you absolutely need it, with me and my hard-headed ass, by the time I get to the point where I'm like, man, I really need a rest day, I actually need a rest day like 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And then I'm beat down in a hole. You know what I'm saying? So I would advise planning.
Dallas, this is from John Lovell. Wants to know, Dallas, what cars do you drive?
I've got a Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
Lots of horsepower.
Yeah, it's American muscle, like me. And then whatever Aaron lets me borrow. That's about it. I like to drive Aaron's Range Rover.
Yeah, you love the Range Rover. You love the Range Rover. Let's see. Guys, we're going to wrap it up in just a second. Taylor Fitzsimmons wants to know, Matt, are you and Matt finally back together?
Seems to be a big question.
A lot of people asking.
Yeah, me and Matt been collaborating.
They have some things in the works.
Yeah, we do have some things in the works. I don't know exactly how it's all going to play out, but we got some stuff coming.
Cool. So I guess we're going to call it a day. I would go a little longer, but Dallas has to meet Flex Lewis for a training session, and Flex is pretty strict on his timing.
Yeah.
So you got 17 minutes to be there. So I'm going to call it a day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We truly appreciate it, and we will be back next Tuesday, unless something unforeseen happens. I'm sure we'll be back next Tuesday. And we try to start at 11 or right around 11. So please tune back in Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, and hopefully have some more exciting stuff to announce for that show.
And if you guys have questions, if you think of questions during the week, I would advise you to type them in the notes on your phone or write them down, and then jump on here at 11.
Yeah.
And be one of the first ones to post your question. That way we get to it.
Yeah. Because you guys can see that there's a lot of questions, and unfortunately, we didn't have time to answer every single one. I skipped over a bunch. And that's not because, I had a few people the last time being like, why'd you skip my questions? It's not personal. It's just because we have time. So if you do get going in the beginning, I guarantee you, we answered every single one of the ones in the beginning. So thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we will be back soon. Until next time. We're out.